What's going on, guys? Today's question is, do you guys measure your firewood? So I have a zip tie here. I have the Mingo marker. So I actually got this at Hope. I won it in the raffle. I bought tickets and this is what I chose. The Mingo marker and obviously the perfect stick. This is what I use every day. I cut firewood, the perfect stick. I don't use it how it's intended to put it on the bar. I hold it and I take this off the end just because I don't like that sticking out, and then I use this as a magnet and I stick it on the machine, I stick it on a log splitter, I stick it on my mini tuck truck, I stick it everywhere. So you always see, and I actually have a couple of them floating around, you always see it sticking up somewhere. So if you've never seen my tuck truck, this is my mini tuck truck, and it's basically an aluminum can on wheels. That's all it is, really. And it has like I don't know, a scooter steering wheel, but it's an aluminum can. It's thin, it's cheap, but it works. And that's how I bring a lot of my chainsaws and stuff around the yard. And I do move wood to the stand sometimes with it, or I actually delivered firewood to the neighbor one time. I brought mulch to the neighbor one time on it. So, and then I have the MT100 with the grapple on, and obviously there's another one, the perfect stick. So today I'm just gonna cut up this hickory and this cherry. So it's not a lot of wood, it's just a little bit. So I figure I'll bring you guys along and show you how I measure my wood, and then a couple different ways how to measure wood. And yeah, I measure all my wood. So I'm not perfect when I cut wood, and especially if you go from cutting a 14-inch piece of firewood in diameter wise, and you go up to like a 36-inch diameter firewood, you're not gonna cut 16 inches every time. And when I sell firewood, I tell the customer it's 16 inches. It might be a half shy, it might be a half more, but a lot of the people around me say, hey, my firewood for sale is cheaper and this and that, and it's 14 to 20 inches. Customers don't want that. My area, the customers around me, they have, most of the houses around me are $800,000 plus. So when they get a half a cord of firewood delivered, they want nice stacking firewood. They're gonna be burning a fire, not for heat most of the time. On a cold night, you know, a little bit of heat, but they're burning firewood for fun, for relaxing with the kids, relaxing with the husband, watch a movie, whatever it may be. So when they stack their firewood at their $1 million+ home, whatever, they want it to stack nice. They don't want junk firewood. They don't want wood that's 14 inches and 20 inches. It doesn't stack nice. It doesn't look nice in front of their house, inside of the house, wherever they may stack it. Or if they pay to have it stacked, sometimes they do that also. So they want good wood. So I measure all my wood, and when somebody calls and asks about firewood, they don't want to hear 14 to 20 inches. And that's a big reason I can sell firewood for a little bit more money, because I take the time out and I measure it. So I'm going to use the Husky, and I'm going to cut some of the wood. I'll show you the Mingo marker, the perfect stick. The zip tie was big from Chris in the wood yard. He used it a lot, and I used it for a while. And there's a few other people that know about it. Obviously with my shorts, a lot of people comment a zip tie or use the bar, turn the chainsaw sideways, whatever, however they may do it. But yeah, it was, I used it for a while, and the zip tie does work. The only thing I don't like with the zip tie is I have lots of chainsaws. I do landscaping. The saws get thrown in the truck because we do need big saws sometimes at work, and then the zip tie gets all messed up, and I just get tired of replacing the zip tie, and I don't like it having it hanging off, and when the guys throwing the chainsaws in the truck or whatever, it gets all mangled. So that's why I don't use a zip tie, but it does work really well. I'm going to start with this log with the perfect stick, how I do it. Guys, there's no right and wrong way how to do it. I'm just showing you different ways you can do it. There's many more ways to do it, and if you don't measure the wood, that's fine too. Here we go. And then here we'll follow the marks from the Mingo marker. Alright guys, so there it is. I got the cherry cut up and the hickory cut up. I just got to use the MT100 and move the rest of the hickory over by the splitter. The cherry is just going to be a pile for now, and once I get all this hickory done and that stack filled, that's when I'm going to do this stack over here. And a lot of people ask, why don't cut the wood over there by the splitter? Why am I cutting it here, moving it back and forth? This is exactly why. All this sawdust and mess. So that's my grass right there. So I'm trying to keep that little area clean. And obviously it does have a mess over here, but that's kind of the line. That's kind of the mark where my lawn is. So let me know down in the comments if you guys measure wood, or if you're perfect and you cut 16 every time, 18, whatever you cut, or you don't care. A lot of people don't care if they're burning themselves or whatever, or people even selling wood, they don't care too. So I mean, I can't say that either. So I really appreciate everybody watching. Thank you, and hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you on the next